Hello and welcome to this video tutorial on starboards. Whilst starboard usually refers to a nautical term for the right side of a ship, on Discord a starboard is a special channel that collects popular messages from the server. When enough users in the server have reacted to a message with an emoji, usually a star, it is automatically added to a starboard channel, highlighting the message for the whole community to see. We will cover how to set up and use the MEE6 Starboards plugin. Log into the MEE6 dashboard. Click on the Starboards link on the left side. If it is the first time you have used the Starboards plugin, you will be asked to activate it before it takes you to the Starboards page. The Starboards page will initially be empty. As you create starboards, they will be listed on this page. You can create a maximum of 10 starboards. To create a new starboard, click on the Create Starboard button. This will open a new starboard page containing 6 sections to configure and set up your starboard. At the top, click on New Starboard and give it a name to help you remember what it is for. The Starboard Channel section lets you set the channel for your starboard. This is where messages from users with enough emoji reactions will automatically be reposted. Select the channel you wish to use or have a channel created for you. The Reactions section lets you select the emojis you want users to use and how many are required for a message to be added to the starboard. The reaction threshold can be set between 1 and 50 reactions required for a message to be added to the starboard. You can select just one emoji or multiple to use. With multiple emojis, all that you specify will count towards the reaction threshold. If you remove the star emoji, this gives the Any Emoji option. With this, any emoji will count towards the reaction threshold. Use this option with caution, as it can cause issues, as we will see later. The Appearance section lets you customize the automated message that is added to your starboard. Click on the preview to edit it. You can edit the embed and optional text above it just as you would with any other embeds, but with some additional options. There are several new variables that can be used with starboards. You can see what is available by typing an opening curly bracket and scrolling through the pop-up window that appears. The image sections in the embed have the usual options to hide them by not adding any images or to upload your own custom images. You can also choose to use the original message author's avatar and any message images. If the original message contains multiple images, only the first one will be shown in the starboard. Use the Reset button at any time to set the embed back to default if you wish to start again. Use the Send a Test Message button to see what the message will look like in the starboard channel in your server. The Behaviour section lets you configure the use of reactions for your starboard. Allow multiple reactions per user will count all specified emojis used by the same user towards the reaction threshold. If you only want each user to be counted once, leave this option disabled. Auto React to Posts will add the configured starboard emojis to the messages in the starboard channel. You can also allow for further voting in the starboard channel, e.g. a second round of voting for the community selected messages. If you are using multiple emojis, the first emoji only option will add the first emoji to messages in the starboard channel instead of all of them. The Anti-Abuse section lets you configure various options to prevent accidental entries on your starboard, as well as deter deliberate abuse of the starboard system. Remove on Unstar will remove starboard messages if they fall below the reaction threshold, ensuring that only those meeting the reaction threshold remain on there. This can be useful to keep only starboard messages that remain popular. However, it can be abused by users repeatedly starring and unstarring a message to add and remove it from the starboard. Disabling this will prevent that happening. Alternatively, you can keep it enabled and use the Repost Cooldown option instead. This prevents users from spamming emoji reactions to quickly add and remove a starboard message by adding a 60-second cooldown to the trigger action for each user. It is recommended that this is enabled if you choose to use the Remove On and Start option. Remove on Delete will remove a starboard message if the original message is deleted. Ignore self-stars will prevent users who react on their own messages from counting towards the reaction threshold. Remove self-star reactions will additionally remove any of the user's emoji reactions from their own messages. Ignore reactions on bot messages will prevent bot messages being added to the starboard if users add the configured emojis to these. This should probably be enabled in most cases so that your bot messages or reaction roles don't end up featuring in your starboard channel. Do note that if you do allow bot messages, embed messages won't display in the starboard as you can't display an embed within an embed. Remove reactions will remove the configured reactions from bot messages. This is disabled by default. The two remove reactions options can be useful but should be used with caution, particularly remove reactions from bot messages. Depending on how you set up the various sections of your starboard, you could find emojis from users being removed unintentionally from messages across your server. One example is if you set your starboard to use any emoji. You will see a warning if you select the Remove Reactions from Bot Messages option. If you also have no channel restrictions, which we'll cover later, and you are using reaction roles with emojis, new user reactions will be removed from these, meaning they won't be given the reaction roles. So if you use either of these remove reaction options, be careful how your starboard is set up so you can avoid these issues. Minimum and maximum message age allows you to restrict messages added to the starboard by their age. This can be useful if your starboard has a particular purpose where only messages from that day, week or month are to be included. The minimum can be set between 1 minute and 1 hour. No minimum will disable this setting. The maximum can be set between 1 hour and 30 days. No maximum will disable this setting. The restrictions section is similar to what you see in several other MEE6 plugins. Role restrictions let you choose which roles can or can't participate in the starboard voting. Roles that can't participate won't have their emoji reactions counted. Channel restrictions let you choose which channels are included or excluded for messages that can be featured in your starboard. Setting specific channels to be included or excluded can be useful, particularly in preventing user emoji reactions being removed from places you don't want them taken from, e.g. a rules channel. Once you have set the options you want to use, click on Save and your starboard is ready to go. Some ideas for using starboards. Joke of the Week, featuring the most popular jokes. Meme of the Month, featuring the funniest memes. Useful tips and tutorials, highlighting messages that users find most helpful. A suggestions channel. This could be used in combination with automations, where the automation adds a thumbs up emoji and users can then vote on their suggestions. Popular ones will then be sent to your starboard channel. Art showcase. This could be used in conjunction with the restricted channels feature in the moderator plugin, with a channel that only allows images to be uploaded. Users react to art posted in that channel, and the starboard showcases the most popular pieces of work. There are many other possibilities for starboards. It comes down to your imagination and what might be useful in your server. That covers starboards. Do check out the other Managing MEE6 tutorials.